Hello and welcome to my classic plans. You guys, I had this crazy idea. I was trying to think of how to use up stickers, and I also was looking at those, savings challenge games, and where you can put some money aside. Anyway, let's make one with stickers. Come on, let's do it. At least let's try, right? So I'm going to use up again. This sticker book is a few years old, but there's still a bunch of things in here I can use. So I want to use that up. But first, if you haven't seen, I have a 6 sized binder. Maybe if I move this out of the way, you'll be able to see better. Maybe, the back of this. An A6 size binder. So what I did was I measured not only the inside of this sleeve, but also a dollar bill so that I can make sure it fits. So what I am going to be doing is making this like kind of dashboard to be 6 inches by 3 inches. So that'll fit in here comfortably. And then obviously I'm going to make a page for my planner, my classic size planner. And I'm going to get it laminated. So I'm going to laminate both things. I'm just going to use this half-page filler paper and cut that down to be the dashboard for the zippered pocket. And I'm going to get both laminated. I don't have a laminating machine, but I'm going to do them both at Staples. And I figure even if that costs a couple of bucks, which I don't know what it will, but that's still cheaper than me buying any of this stuff. And I'm using up my stickers, which I will not be hoarding because they will be preserved in lamination. Anyway, I know I'm geeking out. So what I want to do first, let's just start with the page. What I want to do first is cut it down to be a 1/4 inch all the way around the borders of each of these, the dashboard and this page. I want to trim that off because I want the lamination to seal in the page. Plus, I want to take an additional 1/4 inch off the side because I got to punch holes. So in my brain, that's the crazy math. We'll see if it works out, but I'll hold this up and you can see my crazy calculations. So it's 9 1/4 inch high by 7 inches wide. I'm going to take off 1/4 inch for the border, 1/4 inch on the left side for the lamination for the discs to go through the lamination. So my pre-laminated measurement for the page is going to be 9 inches high by 6.5 inches wide. And that's because I got to remind myself that the disc punch is going to be on the left-hand side. And then we'll look at the dashboard later. But I know it seems like a lot of math, but it's actually not. You probably don't even have to measure. You just have to remember to cut down your page so that the lamination can seal the page around it. Because otherwise it's going to be bigger than your page. Know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, this page that I'm using is from a paper pad that I bought from Plan when I bought this book. So it kind of matches the same, but I could have used a plain filler paper. I just have a bunch of this. I could have just used plain paper and put down one of the stickers on here. So nothing fancy there. So let me get this started. So the height of this is going to be 9 inches. So I have to take off a 1/4 inch, and I don't want to cut the design off. So I'm going to take it off this side. So I'm going to stand up. All right, so about 9 inches. If it's a little less than that, that's okay because the lamination is going to be there. I just want to make sure that's even right there. Okay. Okay, garbage. And then this, I want to take off a 1/2 inch. So a 1/4 plus an extra 1/4 for that. So this is going to be 6.5 inches. Again, if it's a little more, that's okay, because the lamination, I'm going to cut it down that way. This paper cutter isn't the straightest situation. I find myself wanting to line it up more here than at the top. I guess because between the folded side and that, it's not always great. So I'm gonna do that, and this is, again, 6.5. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, so again, see that the part with the discs, the disc punch gets cut off because I'm gonna make these in the lamination. All right, so I just wanna double check the size on here, and we have about 6.5 by 9. So approximately. I'm trying to be nice and even on this on camera. But while I have this cutting tool out for the moment, let's cut this one as well. So this one is going to be 3 by 6 when it's done, but I want to do a 1/4 inch around the border, and because I'm not punching discs or anything like that, it's truly just a 1/4 inch. And that means, I don't know, half of that 0.18, whatever, is going to be sealing in the paper with the lamination. So my final size is going to be 2.75 by 5.75. So, yeah. I hate, actually, I don't feel so good about math, but I think this is going to be right. So we need this to be 5.75. So 5.75. Okay, and then this is going to be 2.75. All right, so that looks about right because, again, we're going to have a little bit extra with the lamination. So let's get this out of here and let's move on to the fun part. So I think I'll keep this on the outer side of the little game board. And I kind of do want to keep in mind that in case the hole punch goes a little bit into this, to veer, lean in more towards the right-hand side. So let's get started. I could put a quote on this. I'm so excited. I know, I sound like I'm geeking out. Okay, so I thought right at the top, you can see I've used a whole bunch of things, but I thought right at the top, let's say what it is. And in here, I'm going to put this aside. I'll explain that in a moment. I thought right away, let's just call this, because this is in here. Oh, did I just knock this out of frame? No, you can still see. Okay, so I just thought right off the bat, let's just call this a rainy day fund. And I'm going to stick it on here for now. Rainy day fund savings challenge. I mean, that wasn't hard, right? Okay, so I think I want to put that in a box. And I found, this book is falling apart, which is another reason why I want to use it up. Like, these kinds of boxes I can use in my regular planner. But, some of these things are very budget specific, and so are the stickers. So, okay, so what I thought I would do is I'm going to use this one because there's not too much yellow in there. So I'm going to do this, and let's just start here at the top. Ooh, again, I want to make sure I veer away from that. Ooh, and let's de-stick this a little bit because in case I have to move it. Let's just try here. Okay, and if the boxes are a little crooked, that's okay. Again, this is just supposed to be a fun little game board thing. What I do need are my tweezers, I think, because I think that's gonna help me put this down. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. All right, let me see. Is that straight? Yeah, okay. All right. So, de-stick that a little bit. Ooh, I can't. It's very hard to see this sideways. I'm just doing it. Again, if it's off a little, it's not like I'm selling these. And yeah, could I have done a digital savings challenge game? Sure. But you know what? This is using up my stickers. Oh, there's a little bubble in there. I'm gonna try and get rid of that. Come on, come on. Okay, better. All right, rainy day fun savings challenge. So this will be my starting point. Now, here's what I am gonna do. I might be working both sides in tandem. So let's get my little sticker squisher thing. Okay, so what I also want to do is there were these stickers, student loan, things that I won't use. There's like pages of them in here. And so I'm not going to use them in that way. So what I thought I would do is I thought on the back, so my game pieces are going to be, where are they? Where are they? My game pieces. Come on, come on. My game spaces? Yeah, so here, let's just take this out. So I thought I could roll the dice and then have these be the spaces, and wherever I land, that's the amount of money I have to put away. So I need kind of a legend to explain, like, if I land on this, it equals $1. This means $5, things like that. So I'm gonna put that key on the back of this. So the first thing I need to do is white out what these things are, and then when it's laminated, I can take a wet erase marker or a dry erase marker and write in the amounts of that, and I can change it up. If I'm feeling like I got money to burn, I can make higher amounts, or I can keep them low amounts, and this way I can play more of the game versus, you know, doing one roll every time I want to participate. So, oh, and again, these don't have to be perfect. It's just for me. Yeah, I had this idea. I was looking at a bunch of savings challenges. Just, it's something I want to get into for the new year. And, you know, because it's fun. And it saves you money. And it stops me from scrolling on Amazon. Right? Let alone other places. So as I was doing it, I was like, God, I can make those. And then I was like, but, you know, why am I going to spend all this time designing them when I have all these stickers? And what a great way that, you know, to use them up. And I can theme them for the different seasons. Basically use up the sticker books. All right, well, that's going to have to go. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Obviously, you'll see how it turns out. But you may make it better than I make it. So there's that. Oh, I have a love-hate relationship with whiteout. It's helpful, but at the same time, it's really annoying. And it's not perfect match to the color of the stickers, but there's no other solution yet. Okay, so come on. All right, good enough for now. Let's just, I can't wait to see what the guys or gals at Staples are gonna say when they see this thing. They're gonna be like, what the heck is this? All right, let's see, just a few more. Come on, come on. Oh, let's go. Constantly like curl up. I mean, you may not even see little spots I didn't get when by the time it's laminated. There is one little annoying spot for me. Any more, any more, any more? All right, guys, good enough, good enough. Okay, so, oh, come on. All right, so on the back, this is the back, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different icons. So I've got 12 boxes here. So I'm just gonna randomly put them on the page. No rhyme or reason. Yeah, okay, so the holes are gonna get punched here. The holes will be punched here. So I'm gonna keep them more to this side, if that makes sense. Oh, that whiteout is just gonna annoy the hell out of me. All right, now I gotta shake up the colors a little. So let's put it this way. 4, 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. Oop, see, it came up a little bit again. Let's cover up those little spots. Okay, one more. And I still have room for a quote. Oh, so sorry. Not sure why that was happening. Okay, so now let's do our key. I'm not gonna do any rhyme or reason. I'm just gonna spread these around. So the difference between the first one and the second one is one says bill due, one says payment paid. Okay. Savings, I don't know that I need that part, that's the amount saved under there. So my goodness, why is my light like giving me issues? Always. I don't know why I'm surprised by it. All right, somewhere around here I have scissors. Yes, I do. So I'm just going to trim off this little bit. Okay. And put this, I don't know, we'll put that guy there. And okay, well, I hope I fixed the light problem once and for all. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one here. This one, I guess I'm gonna put it here. Paid. Now, what I have to remember is we have more of these, and I don't want it to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe I can duplicate, but I want to use more paid when I do the steps, so that basically so that it's there's more of one kind. So like maybe that's the $1 landing space. Let's do that one here. And now I have taxes. Oof, nobody wants that spot. Nobody wants that spot. Okay. Now we have taxes paid. That's all right. We'll take that. And then we have some house payment. Sure. House payment. We have car payment. And this one is monthly budget. Okay, so that's basically the legends. I could put decoration and a quote down here, but again, there would be the punch over here, and I'll show you the whole thing. So now we play the game. I just want to make sure I am in frame. I am all crooked, but whatever, you get the idea. Okay, so let's have fun. So I don't even know how many. We're just gonna make it work. I don't know. Paid. Let's do taxes. Credit card. Ooh, that's going to be like a tough area. It's a pressing area. All right, let's go to another paid. Let's do, we could do two paids. Two paids. Let's do a car payment. Let's do this other payment, bill due payment. Paid. We're gonna stuff some, and again, I gotta be careful of this because I'm gonna punch there, so I'll leave that. That's good enough. Okay, and now we got some taxes. Let's do savings. I have a payment page. Some of these look alike. So a payment paid. Let's go to, I don't have a payday yet. That's okay, payday. Let's go to a house payment and let's do one of these to turn the corner. And I'll go this way. All right, so now we can just go down the line again. Let's do some more of these. Paid. payment. I'm trying to be random about this. Car. And that kind of looks the same. Let's do credit card. Credit card. Paid. Payment. House payment. I got something taller, but I just used that. So let's stuff envelopes. Paid. We'll put a piggy there, and let's do taxes. Let's go payday, and maybe we have two, I think two more, and then we could do a quote and some. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so let's do taxes, and I'm gonna do this one. And then what I thought I could do is put one more box here where I can just, you know, write in the total. I feel like it should be yellow, but I don't need it to be that big. So maybe this one. And I don't want to cover up that design, so I'm gonna scoot this one over. Now, do we think I need like a little line to show the path? Maybe, right? Let's put a quote here. There was one I thought that could be good. Let's see. It's one about saving. Let's see. I thought there was something about money spent. Or is this one? Every cent you own and every moment you spend is always an investment. That would be great, but that doesn't fit my little space. So how about the more your money works for you, the less you have to work for your money. If you don't get serious, budgeting the first step, but this is not a budget. This is saving, right? So, Can I make this one fit somehow? That's a really big one. I could put it on the back. How about the greatest wealth is to be content with little. A budget is a plan for your money. Why is it always, there's always one thing that gets you hung up whenever you do a spread? There's always one thing that just sucks up your time. Let's say, let's just do this one. How about that? If you don't get serious, it just looks like it fits perfectly. If you don't get serious about your money, you will never have serious money. All right, so let's do that. Okay, I'm wondering if I do need to do a little path. So I'm gonna just take my friction pen in case I want to erase it because I don't like it. How about that? So, I'm just going to do little dashes. That's it. Again, I'm not selling this. It's just for me. Oh, I forgot to cut those little things off. Let's see if I could get them up. Because I think it's a little silly to say. I mean, if it just said like savings, that would be great. But it doesn't. I mean, the other ones are fine. They're just like themes. But that looks like I'm supposed to fill it in. So, bye-bye to you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Back to dots and dashes. Dash. 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 I mean, this is kind of what makes it homemade, right? Made with love. Made on a budget. And isn't that the whole point? Okay, so that's my end, and I'll write in the amount. So basically what we have is our path. Did I miss any lines? No. So we have our path to our game. I'll roll the dice. I'll move the amount. It'll land on the piggy with the coin. I will look at the piggy with the coin, and before the month starts, I will write in the amount of what I think that piggy should be. I just see a couple of little more spots to cover up. And I don't know where those came from. Cover these guys up. It's, you know, the whiteout like flakes off. But again, it'll be good enough once this is laminated. So cute. And now I can put the other quote here, the one that I really liked, but it was horizontal. So we can do this. And again, the punch will be on this side. So, okay. Do I want to add any more decoration? I don't think so. Let's keep this plain. You know, we'll punch it. All right, let's move on to, I will show you what happens when we laminate that. Let's move on to the little dashboard slash, you know, card. So basically with this, what I think I want to do is take another box, and I have one. Where is it? Sorry, I'm just flipping through this book that's falling apart to find that double box. It's somewhere. Come on, come on. See, like these I can just use in a planner spread. Okay, so I have these two, and this choice. So I think I'm just going to use the pink. Okay, so pink. Let's see if I can do this. Do I care which side it is? Oh, that doesn't look... Yeah, let's just do that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want to pull out, there were 2 pages of that, these like headers. Oh, don't you dare. So I'm going to do the same thing. Get these things off my hand. Rainy day. Rainy day savings challenge. This way it's consistent. rainy day fund savings challenge. And I'm gonna put this, again, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's supposed to be fun. It's a game. And I can use some of these to make it look pretty. Okay, let me just slice a little. I'm just slicing a little bit off of this so that it, oops, hey. So that it leans against the pink box. And scraps everywhere. Let's get some cash on the other side. I mean, that kind of want that. It just jumped on the page, so that's where it's gonna go. So I'll cut that. Let's put, do we want more money? Yeah, we want more money on this thing. Come on. I don't want to chop that off, so I'm actually gonna put this here. I don't have a piggy bank, but let's use, I can put some of this coin. Come on. Going in the same direction. No. Let's see. Something else has to go there though. Oh, a smaller one. I got a smaller bill. That should fit. Okay. And now I do want to use up these. What can I put? Oh, the car. Let's put the car there. Oh, those little scraps are just sticking to me. Okay. And actually, I think I can put like another coin there just to not have it look like a random circle. Okay, so let's just stick all this down. So now we will have, just get this edging off. So now we will have our, oh, avalanche. Okay, so we will have our rainy day savings challenge. So you follow the path or roll the dice, and we'll assign each of these symbols some money, a denomination, and then we'll have the matching little folder that goes into the zip pocket, if that makes sense. So next stop, going to get it laminated. See you in a few. Hi guys, I'm back. I totally apologize for any glare, but as you can see, they are laminated. So what I asked Staples to do when I did this, again, I don't have a laminator, is I asked them to use 2 different sheets and center these. Please do not trim it because I want the border all the way around each item. And I will happily say that each one, well, together they were $3.98 plus tax. So totally affordable, because if I had ordered these from somewhere, you know, just that the shipping alone would have been twice that much. And if I did a digital, you know, I would have to still print and cut and, you know, put all the time into it. And I don't think it would be as cute as using the stickers. And I don't even have to have a computer to do this kind of stuff. So as you can see, I've done it without even having a lamination machine. Okay, so what I want to do first is, let's just trim this one. This will be easier. And again, I apologize if there's glare, but there's really nothing I can do about that at this time. So my finished size on the little dashboard holder is going to be 3 by 6. So that's what I want to do there. Which way should I go first? Well, I think first thing I need to do is just kind of like trim this a little bit because it's not perfectly centered. Where is the little, you know what? I'm going to do it a little bit more than I should, and then I can go back. Okay, so let's just cut this first. Get all that out of the way. See, so I did a bigger border, but that was only so I could get a parallel, even edge, so it's easier to cut. But now I can probably go in a little bit closer to where I need to be. And if I need to cut a little more, so be it. Let me just, sometimes I just like lining this item up with this straight line, because again, between the folding part and this, it's not always great. So if I line it up against the line, that just looks better. Okay, so see, we're leaving an edge all the way around because it seals it in. If I cut it with the paper, then it would peel up because, you know, this holds it in. I have no words. I don't know what language I'm speaking right now. So again, I'm just cutting closer to the edge, but not exactly. I'm not measuring it yet. I just want to, you know, have more of a straight line on each of the borders. Did I even cut that? I don't even know where that went. Okay, let's just do one more side. And here I'm just lining it up there so I can, no, I don't want to do that. Let's line it up against this one. It's also hard to do this from this bizarro angle. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. All right, so now we have this, and now I'm gonna go in. So 3 by 6. I do want to leave an edge all the way around. That's, am I afraid? Yeah, you can see that. Okay, so I'm gonna try and leave it here so that there's some of that edge over on this side and a little edge on this side where it's gonna cut. So maybe it's like that. I'll try to get it straight. And again, I'm trying to be thoughtful on camera, but if it's just you, your use, it doesn't have to be so cuckoo, you know? Okay, so again, now I can go to the edge. That's 6, that's 6. That's 6 over there. Is that straight? I think so. All right. There you go. Now let's do the 3. So if I do, see, and where's the 3? Right on the crack. So we need some at the top, some at the bottom. Let's see where this 3 lands. Jeez. So that's 3.5. I'm going to say that's 3. No, that's 2.5. That's 3. That last line. So yeah, that'll leave top and a bottom. I can probably do a little bit more. All right, so this is pretty lined up over here. I'm gonna just go for it. Rah! It's a little scraggler. All right, that looks pretty good, I think. Yeah, so the real test on this one is going to be if it fits in this pocket. Of course, I'm doing everything at a weird angle. Let's see. Come on, get in there. If you have the ones without the zipper, I bet it will fit a lot better. You won't even have to scrim. That's perfect. I think that fits perfectly. And then I can put the dollars in. And this really doesn't have to come in and out a lot anyway. But you see how it's really just because of that zipper. I could probably pull the zipper off and put it back on. But it wasn't that hard. I was just doing it at a weird angle. But that's also why I didn't want to really fill up this thing, because you want some, you know, to be able to maneuver it a little bit. So come on, get in there. I'm doing it so my head doesn't show up under the camera. All right, so I'm happy with that. I think that's totally cute. Let's trim the mother load right here. Okay, so this is the side that's going to get the disc punch, and this is the side that is going to be on the outer edge. So I want to leave it so that it seals it. I don't know if you can really see it, but just right near the edge of the paper is a little bit of air. So I want to get just past that, if that makes any sense. And again, I'm being a little cuckoo about this. But let's see if I can line this up on a line and just get it past there, and then we can measure it later. Okay, so let's give it a whirl, shall we? Okay, so I got just past it. So it's probably 1/8 of an inch. All right, so, and again, I don't know that this edge is straight, so I'm gonna just do the same thing and just trim a little bit. And then we can always trim more later if I didn't trim enough on that side. But at least I know it's straight. Okay. All right, so I may need to trim a little bit more, but let's get this party started. So going across, I'm gonna need the final size to be 7. So that's 7. No. This would be across, and I trimmed this side. So let's see, 7. That's gonna leave, yeah, that's gonna leave a nice border over there. Let's do it. 7. I think I wanna kind of line it up with this line just in case. Okay. All right, I'm almost there. I promise you guys. I know. Thanks for hanging with me. I'd love to know what you think of this project, and if you think you'll try it yourself. All right, so this is 9 1/4 where we're going here. Let me know in the comments. So already I can see I have to trim a little bit more off the bottom, but why don't we, yeah, that looks good. That looks like it's about centered. Let me know if you would give this project a whirl, if you liked this kind of content. There we go. It's so hard to see with all this stuff. Okay, so now I got to trim the bottom, I think. So 9.25. That looks straighter. maybe. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you think. Okay, well, I didn't center it between the top and the bottom, but I got it cut and it's the right size. So that's really all I care about. So let me just punch the holes. Thanks again for hanging with me and indulging me in this crazy project. I really appreciate it. And I'm trying to just center it between the lines on this crazy happy planner. Let's see if the happy planner punch will go through it. Uh-oh. All right, that sounds like success. All right, and I really didn't pinch much of the paper, which is great. So I think that looks good. Let me just see. Oh, you know what? Let me just find a quick planner to put this on so you can just see what it looks like. I'm just gonna, just pop it on here. Perfect. So fun. I can put this in my financial planner. I have a section called savings challenges or just challenges. And so I can put this in and, ooh, let's do the real test. Okay, so, oh, I don't know if you noticed, but the lines that I drew in to make the path, they faded, I guess, during the heat process or the lamination process. So now they're like a faint gray, which I'm not mad about. So, okay, and again, I apologize for the glare, but there's really not much I could do with it. So let's start with the piggy. Let's say the piggy is worth, I don't know, $1. Okay, so, all right, so when I land on the piggy, it's $1. Okay, and at the end, I get to, fill out how much I've saved here. And let me just use, you can use just a wet paper towel, but I just have this handy. Okay, it's, a baby, I would say baby wipe, but it's not just for babies, right? So, woo, yeah. And now you get to use and see these stickers forever. So if you are hoarding stickers because you love them so much, you don't have to anymore because you will have them forever. And just think, you can do these seasonally. You can do them for different things that you want to save up for. If it's a vacation, you could use one of the books that has like all the beach stuff in it, if that's the kind of vacation, or cruise stuff, or a spa getaway, or even a massage, where there are all those like self-care books. But I think it's fun, and I think I'm gonna try and do a lot more of these. So thanks for hanging with me. And if you like this content, I really would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe and share, and help me try and get the word out, because I'm trying to do some creative things here. And I appreciate you hanging with me. So thank you so much. Bye.